There's tons of resources out there, and this could get very overwhelming, especially if you're a beginner and especially if you don't really know what you need to focus on. Hi there, welcome to my channel. It's been such a long time since I did a video on here, and I'm so happy that I get to be back. I hope you're doing well. I hope you're doing amazing. I hope the new year has been great for you so far. I'm particularly very excited about the new year. I hope that I get to do a lot of learning and a lot of growing this year, so I hope that you get to do that with me. So being the new year, this could actually be the time for you to learn a new skill. And if you're someone who actually gets to write down their goals for the year, learning how to code could be something that is probably in one of your goals, and you're probably wondering, where do you get started? What do you need to do? So in this video, I'm going to be talking about the things that you need to do before you get started learning how to code, and these things are going to help you know what direction to follow and what you need to do in order to be successful. So please stick around. In this video, I'm going to be focusing on 3 questions that you need to ask yourself. And these questions are going to help you to understand what you need to do, what you need to focus on, and basically what steps do you need to take when it comes to starting to learn how to code. The number one question that you need to ask yourself is, why do you want to learn how to code? You first need to make sure that you understand your why, and your why could be so many different reasons. People have very many different reasons on why they could be interested in learning how to code. It could be that you just want to add a new skill to your resume. It could be that you just want to switch careers, for example. It could also be that you're just curious about coding and you're like just wondering what coding entails. So take your time to understand your why, and by understanding your why, you're gonna know what you need to do or what you need to focus on. For example, if you're someone who's looking to switch careers, by understanding your why, you're basically going to know that you need to put a lot of time into this. By knowing your why, you're basically going to be able to know what amount of time do I need to put into this. The second question that you need to ask yourself is, what do you want to build? So this is going to help you to narrow down and basically know what field or basically what particular area of coding are you interested in. So for example, if you are looking to build a website, you basically focus on web development. If you're someone who's looking to build a mobile app, you could focus on Android development. If you're someone who's looking into cybersecurity, for example, you could focus on cybersecurity. If you're someone who's looking to go into data science and machine learning, you could focus on that. So by understanding what you need to build, you're going to be able to know, so what am I going to focus on from here? What language do I need to learn? If you know that I am going to build a website, you're gonna know that, so I need to learn JavaScript, I need to learn HTML, I need to learn CSS. If you're someone who's interested in data science or machine learning, you're gonna know that you need to start by learning Python, for example. If you're someone who's interested in mobile apps, so for example Android, you're gonna know that you will need to focus on Kotlin or Java. If you're someone who's gonna build iOS app, you're gonna know that Swift is a language that you need to learn. So basically, after finding out what you need or what you're looking to build, you're going to need to go down and do research on the languages that are associated with that field. And this is going to help you now narrow down and basically know what languages and what technologies you need to focus on. After finding your why and after finding out what you need to build, the third question that you need to ask yourself is, what is your learning style? So now we're at the point where we need to focus on this language that we're trying to learn. So you need to make sure that you first know what your learning style is. Are you someone who's a visual learner? Are you someone who likes watching tutorials? Are you someone who likes reading? You really need to make sure that you understand what your learning style is. Personally, I'm a very visual learner. I like watching like tutorials. I like watching someone demonstrate things. But if you're someone who does not really mind reading a lot of books, if you're someone who does not really mind sitting through lots of lectures, you could use another learning style. So for example, you could sign up for a lecture, you could sign up for a class. So there is very many different learning styles, and you need to find out what ticks for you, what really works for you, and what do you really enjoy the most, what is really going to help you stay motivated so that you can accomplish your goals. Learning how to code is a very, very tedious process. Let me not scare you, but it's going to need a lot from you. You're going to need to be constantly motivated. You want to make sure that the mediums that you're using, basically the resources that you're using, are things that work for you, are things that are really motivated to keep going. So I'm going to link a few resources that I personally recommend, and depending on how best they work for you, you can think about using them. All in all, the 3 questions that I just talked about are very important. You want to make sure that you sit down and think about them and actually ask yourself these questions before you start learning how to code. Finally, I just want to say that learning how to code takes a lot of practice and a lot of time, because we are all different people and we learn differently. So you want to make sure that you find out what works for you, stick to it, and just get started. You don't want to keep watching all these videos on basically what do you need to do. You just want to make sure that you get started, because that is the only way that you are going to find out what works best for you, and basically that's the only way that you're going to actualize your goals. So make sure that you get started today. Thank you, and I will see you on the next video. Cheers.